Showtime.
Yes.
Everybody jazz hands. Hi, you crazy peeps. Hanging out with us. Susan's here. Tara Destiny's here. Penny's here. Elizabeth's here. Excitable 67. Oh, welcome,
Hi,
you
everybody.
guys. So good to see you all. I hope you guys have had a tolerable week. That's what we'll say. I think that's a good word for us to cling on to.
I had a weird experience on Thursday. I didn't know it was Thursday. And like when I looked at my calendar, I was like, oh, like I actually had like an audible response. I was like, oh, it's Thursday.
I haven't had that. I went to the grocery store this morning, and there was an ottoman in the parking lot.
Like Ottoman Empire or like a hassock?
Not the Ottoman Empire, but I don't even know what's a hassock.
It's like an ottoman.
Using all these fancy terms on me.
I don't know if there's a difference between an ottoman and a hassock. It's like one probably has feet, you know? Like, one has
I'm
a
not
foot.
sure if this one had feet. I know it was going to be in my way. And then I also had a feeling if I parked there, the person who'd go on the other side would shove it into my car. And so I decided, nope, no go, got to go around.
So I want to know who was like hanging out in the parking lot with their feet up.
I think they dumped it. And because this is like this whole shopping center is like going down the tubes. Like there's always like these crazy bums swarming the subway and sitting outside the Baskin Robbins, and it's just kind of, I don't go there at night. We'll have to start that one, Tony. And so I don't know. I guess they moved from the back of the center up to the front. And now they're just leaving furniture everywhere. I wasn't going to take a nap on it. I'll tell you that. That looked gross.
Something happened there.
Something happened there. But I don't think it's a San Francisco import. I don't think it's from there. Oh, Jay's here. Jill's here. Look, everybody's filing in.
Everybody's coming in. It's a hopping night. And I saw it is cold in Wisconsin. Where is it? Or snow in Wisconsin? Penny said snowy.
Oh, Susan said it's chilly.
Oh, there it is.
20. Oh,
we're both on it. There you go.
Dueling clicks. Oh, Amanda. Oh, wait, shit. I all jumped again on me. Hey, Beverly's here. Hey, Bev.
Oh, Beverly! Full of a hassock.
I'll take Runesinger. Crunchy. Oh, my. All right. So
Wistaria has a big question. I don't know if we can talk about that. We have to
gosh, I don't know how we could dance around it beyond just saying like dirty bird art. I mean, I kind of refer to them as dirty birds, even though dirty bird doesn't really seem to fully express the dirtiness. Filthy birds.
Kind of like filthy chicken.
Filthy flounders. No, flounder's a fish, right? Filthy feathers.
Wait, what was your Smurf reference? You were talking about Smurfs?
Oh, shit. I don't remember.
Oh, wait. And Karen's got something else. We got to star this.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a reading I did on that. That's coming to the Moonmoth Manor, I believe, this Sunday.
The Moonmoth Manor.
I did. I'll tell you, from that reading I did, there's some shady stuff there. And there's even more, because I was looking into her relationship with Guy Ritchie, why she paid
not
him
Guy Ritchie.
No, you know, back in the day when she was married to him.
But is he part of the whole? Is he in the club? Oh, good. Okay. Yay.
No, but there's a reason why she paid him dinero.
Oh.
So that's in the Moonmoth Manor. That's coming on. I release them on Sunday, and then I send out the newsletter on Monday. So in case anybody wants to check that out. You can find it on my website and come into the manor. And I really wish I could remember the Smurfs reference.
Apparently, you said something about Gargamel and Ezreal.
Gosh, that still doesn't ring a bell. What was the topic on Gargamel and Ezreal? I do find them so I like them. And I was going back in time watching an old 48 Hours, and that Casey Kasem case at the end is crazy town.
That is so bizarre. And you know what? It almost ruins Ghostbusters for me because she's in that.
Who?
His
Dean?
wife. Yeah.
Oh, well, he was Shaggy, so I was like, well, Scooby-Doo's safe.
Wait, who was Shaggy? Oh yeah, he was Shaggy. His
Yes.
voice. Yeah, the big blonde with the Hooters that is at Louis Tully's apartment when he has the party, and she goes, "Louis, I'm going home," and he goes, "No, wait, let's dance," and she starts dancing, and her boobs are right in his face. Like, that's Casey Kasem's wife.
Ah, I did not know that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll never watch that movie in the same way again. So let's see what else. Francois here. Bonsoir.
Gilded
Bonsoir.
Girl
Here.
Oh, Gilded Girl.
Look at whole gang.
Gilded Girl was like on tour. She was like all over the place.
Was she?
Yeah, I couldn't keep up with her. Like, I kept seeing her posts. Like, she was everywhere.
Oh, amazing.
She's literally on tour.
Yeah, the only thing I got to watch this week, well, not this week, I guess, totally. Watched a couple things on YouTube, and today I didn't even finish it. Trevor Colt. Why did I call him McColt?
I used to call it because he's got Trevor Colt MC.
That's why my dyslexia flipped me.
So he put the list. Did you see the list?
No, I was just watching him and Markle, the son.
Oh, and he had Samantha on yesterday. I didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, I didn't finish it. She's actually very charming. But he had posted on Twitter the entire flight list, the black book. That was that was on Twitter.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I think I have it saved somewhere. I haven't done anything. I haven't done a reading for that yet. Hey, Bethany. All right. So where do we want to start? Hammer time?
We got a lot to talk about, don't we? I don't even think we're going to get to anything on my list.
We might. I don't know. So what did you guys think of Paul's risky business attire when he answered the door? That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw him with the shirt and the drawers and the drink in hand. I was thinking risky business. I don't know. I was playing the song in my head. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, he looked pretty sexy to me.
Let's make a stock trade.
God. What a mess. Oh. So there's a lot of different ideas going on about that thing. And there's the video, I believe, came from Fox that put in the outside cam that has a whole bunch of bugs in the screen. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on there. And then he crawls in through this. He's not a small person. And so he crawls in through the window, the door. I don't know. Came in through the bathroom window. So, and that was another thing. Like, I saw all the, oh my God, Amanda, why was he pantless? I saw all like I guess they were driver's license pictures. He looked like a skinny dude. And then like you see him in that video and he's like a big like truck driver. Like, I was like, dude, you're giant.
Well, and then I was telling my husband about it, and I said, yeah, they opened the door, and he's holding his wrist. Paul's holding Paul's... Wait, Paul. Wait, are they both Paul?
I don't know.
No, David. Paul's holding David's wrist. And I'm like, that's interesting. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think the guy had the hammer. And I think Paul was holding the hammer, but he also had a drink. Yes, correct?
Yes, he had a drink. Had his risky business shirt on, his risky business drawers. Was he wearing socks? I'm not sure.
I don't know. What do we want to know about this nightmare?
Well, let's start with Tony's question. Was this video staged? I can't imagine that it is, but there's I don't know. Let's just see what we can find out about what's going on with this.
Oh, protective circle, protective circle.
Oh shit, I forgot to open my circle. I'm gonna have to, I need a black candle too. Stat. Oh.
So everybody in the chats, tell us what you think. Like, answer Tony V's question. What do you think? If you saw it, what do you think? Do you think it was staged? Do you think it wasn't?
I'm not getting necessarily that it's staged. Where is my layout? Here we go. I'm not necessarily getting that it's staged. I'm getting that there's this idea that there's a lot of, we want to nurture all sorts of different storylines, interpretations. Like, we didn't get the whole story by just like what happens at the door, right? The story starts there. We know that the story starts before we get to the door. There's information that they're holding on to, so we don't have the full story. We don't really know the reason for the hitting. There's still this idea that we can release this, but there's more to the story we don't have to share with you. However, I don't think that's going to be forever. I think it's still going to come out at some point. Oh, thank you for putting on our banner. Entertainment purposes
somebody
only.
Posted it up there. Hey, don't forget the
yes,
thank you whoever said that.
Anyhow, so I'm not saying I don't think that it was staged. That I'm not getting that. I am getting though that there's more to the story. We're not getting the whole thing. And it's something about this fight is the biggest thing. Like, the whole reason for the fight is not explained with that video. What do you got, darling?
So what I have is that they were of two minds. So one dog, like in Goodfellas, one dog goes one way, the other dog goes the other way. So I think I'm sticking to this story. I think the dude came over because they were party buddies. And I think that was kind of the idea. And the dude came over because he ran out and, thought that there was a little something, something over there. And here's the Mister sleeping, resting. And he's got no interest in this because this was like a relationship and a relationship of opportunity. So, if you have some kind of substance abuse problem, you will cruise on down. Like, when I was in college, there was a particular professor at my university who used to go to this bar. And when people had classes with him, if they wanted to do well, they would go down there and they'd buy him drinks because he would just sit at the bar and drink. So I think this was like an opportunity, like they would hang out when that opportunity arose. Now, 3 a.m. or whatever time it was, 2 a.m., 11 p.m., whatever time, was not the opportune time for Mr. And he basically was like, no, go ahead. You go do whatever you're going to do. And, I'll see you later. And then this dude did not like that answer because he was out of pocket. His pockets were empty. So he wanted his pockets to be filled, but he also wanted somebody to hang out with. So I think that's what's going on. Like initially, I know we had gotten like, maybe there was like some kind of romance thing going on there, but I think the romance is with the substance more than it is with the person.
It could be. Although I'm still questioning the risky business attire for a business deal. But so I'm asking what happens right before the doors open? Like, what's going on? There's somebody, this is like a deal. Somebody's not getting what they want, dinero, something. And it's just like shit gets out of control real quick here. There's like, it has to be shady. It has to be shady because it's not legit. It's not like he came over and you went in at that time of night or morning, whatever. You wouldn't come over and say like, I paid you $500 for the Toyota Celica. Now give me this pink slip. It's not that kind of deal. There's a shady deal going on. Definitely like I'm almost wondering if Risky Business Paul was somehow a primary customer of Mr. Hammer and was like this main deliverer of dinero for whatever products are being exchanged here. But it seems like something's gone awry with the deal. Poor, poor man.
Yeah, I think that his name is David. Was his name David?
Yes.
I think David was just looking for somebody who was, I'm going to use a really old term here, holding, somebody who was holding. And maybe he had shared on other occasions with Mr., so that they didn't have to go to the convenience store, if that makes sense.
We're not going to the Piggly Wiggly or the 7-Eleven.
We did want to go to the Piggly Wiggly. So, a Sainsbury. They're not going to Sainsbury this evening. So I think he went over there because he was out and figured there was land of plenty over there. And it kind of was, I think it wasn't his first stop. I think there were other stops that this dude made. And this was kind of like he was out of luck and he was getting angry and, not happy about what was going on. I'm going to tell you something. Like, I've lived in a lot of places, and the worst, what substance people, like the ones that were like, really, we're in San Francisco. The worst ones were there. They were all like, rah, like zombie people. Like, I was like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, can't you just smoke grass like normal people? And they were just like, well, in fact, when I lived in the Mission right by Mom's Mexican restaurant, which was amazing. I would get these gigantic burritos there. But we had tweakers that lived right next door, and they had like a million bikes. I have pictures of them. Like, they would like make these Frankenstein bikes and ride them around in the yard at like in the like street at like 5 a.m. And I'd like go out there and be like, what is wrong with you people? Surf, and like, you guys are like on bikes that are like 12 feet high. Like, what's wrong with you? So yeah, I think he was getting more and more agitated because he kept getting doors slammed in his face or people weren't answering the door. And I think this was like kind of a last ditch effort. And he was like, yeah, this is my buddy. He's going to take care of me. He's got money. He's got charm. He's got everything in his house. And I'm going to go over there and he's going to hook me up because we're friends. We're friends. So I think that was what was going on. Like, I don't think he was desperate going over there, but I think he had already run through his Rolodex of available places to
go. Well, it's interesting too. Okay, let me see my starred comments here. Did these two know each other? Like, I think they did. Like, I wouldn't be holding somebody's wrist if I didn't know them. I don't even like sometimes shaking certain people's hands because I'm afraid of what my hand's going to feel like afterwards. But maybe I'm just like one of those extra cautious people and I'm not really into skin to skin contact with strangers.
Uh-oh,
sneaky. Oh no, sneaky snacker.
Wait, I gotta do it. Let me do it.
I love it. I love it.
It gets me every time. So yeah, I think they knew each other. So this 9 of Pentacles is like, yeah, like we're hanging out, we're having fun behind closed doors, nice and quiet.
Once we get behind closed doors.
This is like a musical night. This is like musical tarot tonight.
It is. Oh gosh.
So yeah, like behind closed doors, shady stuff. We're protected. Nobody's gonna find out. And we're just like hanging on to those wands and having a good time. Or that. I think it was more like
it could be. I mean, that's what was the stuff that Ed Buck was doing.
I have no idea. What was Ed Buck doing?
You know how he got all those dudes and he ended up going to jail because all the dudes ended up muerto? They would come back to his place. Thank you, Marisol.
Wait, and we got a sneaky snacker money from Beverly.
Thanks, Beverly. I forgot we got to pay our tax.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Throwing
you,
it in
thank
the
you.
kitty.
Yeah, I don't. Ed Buck. Somebody will know what type of special medicine they were doing together. Not that we. I don't. Anyway.
So everybody's talking about the noise that was going on. Is that the snoring?
I
that
bet.
we were hearing? Yeah. So Alycia and I were just talking about that. So like when you get knocked out, and if you saw, I think it was the first Jackass, Johnny Knoxville gets knocked out by Butterbean. That's something that happens when you get knocked out. You will snore like that, but it's not a snore. It's actually because your tongue is so relaxed. It's vibrating off the back of your throat. So it's not a good sound. Like if you're doing that, like you're kind of in danger. So you're seriously injured and it should be attended to. So that could have been what that was.
Yeah. I didn't know that. So Anna enlightened me. I've only snored like that because I was 12 sheets to the wind. So yes, like they know each other. This is also though interesting because I think, which makes sense, that Risky Business Paul was in charge. And his friend is kind of like a delivery guy, bringing party favors, maybe. And again, it's like coming up. There's something here with our delivery.
I keep getting that too. I keep getting the 4 of Cups.
Something's happened here with the delivery, but it's that Risky Business here is in charge. His little friend David is the behind the scenes. He's feeling like neglected. I think we got that before when we were thinking they're secret lovers. And so there's this idea that his friend is not feeling appreciated and he wants to talk. And that's what I believe part of what we got before. And this guy's kind of, there's some type of jealousy, like give me the dinero because you got plenty of dinero. I'm bringing you primo shit. There's homeboy, hammer boy. He's not, although I don't know how he afforded that house up there. I don't know if he's like a squatter or what. Either way, Risky Business here. He's got all the control and he's overpowering. And I think this is where Dave wants to turn the tables and take control, hence why he kind of went nuts. But it's also still, the whole thing's still kind of weird. But I do think they do know each other. Maybe they don't know each other, but they,
like in the biblical sense.
In the biblical sense. I don't know though. It's still to be determined. I don't do business deals in my drawers. Just saying.
No, like most people don't.
I mean, I know everybody works from home nowadays, and some people, like what's his name that was on the TV news, he was doing things in his drawers that you shouldn't be doing.
Well, that was the Behavior Channel. There was one episode where Mark Bowden, who I love, I think Tarot Destiny is a fan. Somebody told me they were a fan of Mark Bowden. Mark Bowden got up because his dog was barking, and he walked to the back, and he had shorts on, and like everybody started cracking up. And then Chase got up, and he had shorts on too. It was really funny.
Oh, well, I was talking about like a mainstream, like is either like, oh, Tubin. Was it Tubin who was tugging? Somebody was tugging. Maybe they weren't on air.
Was it Tubin? I think it was Tubin. I don't know. We shouldn't, for entertainment purposes only. We don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know. I think he got in trouble for it, but what do I know?
So Excitable 67 wants to know what Hammer Boy. Hammer Boy's a good one.
Hammer Boy. Having the backpack. Oh.
So this might be better served by CRV.
Okay, you do that, and I'm gonna do Mildred. Oh.
It grows over the years. Yeah, I remember actually, we were doing your first pair of fights in the office, kind of walking you through it and working on the config, and then for now, like doing them all by yourself, no problem.
All right, whoever asked this question, there's a lot of shit in this bag.
There's something here I'm not quite sure how to make sense of. There's like stuff in here I don't even know how to make sense of, how to tie it in. I'm going to look at, maybe I'm missing this is just weird. Double check some of my other things here. One day I'll memorize all of these. Okay, so this is the whole thing. So while Anna's doing her stuff over there, so we have the girl. We also have the fetus. This is where I'm not quite sure, unless this is like something brand new product we're bringing. Perhaps, maybe that's the connection. This is about, I'm going to give you this brand new product. We have the rope being tied up or tangled in a situation. Imagine that. We have the iceberg. There's a lot here underneath the surface that we don't even know about. We have there's some idea that there's good fortune to come. There's a desperate situation boiling up ahead. So I'm wondering, he's already got pissed off or sent ideas. Perhaps he's the one that brought perhaps rope and other implements. We have 43 with the orbiculum. Searching for answers. We have blood, which is blood, but also it says sacrifice. Interesting. 77, we've got disaster. So the best way I'm going to say, he's bringing something that I would say is deadly. He's also bringing a lot of anger to the situation. So there's implements in his bag. It's just all I'm not getting specific items as much as he's brought implements, tools, destructive things, and there's also some type of substances. Somebody would be taking, I feel like they'd be going up their nose. But maybe it's going in their vein. I don't know. There's something, allegedly, entertainment purposes only, that's happening here with this. I don't know. Not good. I'm really wondering, because I don't know what else a baby was bringing small humans in his backpack. His backpack wasn't big enough for that. I'm just going to say. So, have you divined what else is in there?
I've got a number of items. Okay. So there was a shit ton of stuff in that backpack. I've got some kind of a t-shirt. It's like a white t-shirt, but it's got like some kind of printing on it, something. Some kind of bike chain. There's something that looks like a bicycle chain. So I don't know if it feels like it's something that was brought. It was packed in the bag for like security purposes, like that, like something you could hit somebody with. But this is the one that jumps out at me. There's a round plastic bottle in there, like a medicine bottle. The label's off. And I can't tell if there's anything in it. There's no pills in it. Like, it's not rattly. So this might be your powders here that you were getting. There's a bunch of scraps of paper, like a little scrap of paper that like you wrote something on, like I have a poem. There's something like a plastic CD case. Okay. Remember like the old school big plastics, but it's broken. So it's like a sharp edge. So there's something like that in there. There's a bundle of cards that's secured with like a bunch of rubber bands, like the sticky rubber bands. So I don't know if that's like his driver's license or anything like that. And then this is something weird. There's something round and it's stretchy and it's red and it looks like it's kind of like a sweatband, like you would wear around your head. Let's get physical.
Physical.
So it's something like you would wear like a sweatband around your head, but it's not that, but it's something like that. So that, I think, was something that could be used to like put around your wrist. Like it almost feels like it was a scrunchie that got stretched out, and like somebody had it on their wrist, like it was on their wrist. So I don't know what that is. 9 and 10, I'm not getting a bead on. And 11 is another, like some kind of a box, like some kind of a sealable box. Like it feels like it's got like a flip top, but it's plastic. This is like another container of some sort. And there's something in there. Excitable 67. It could be a chainsaw chain. It has like that kind of linky thing going on. So it could have been something like that, but it's not attached to anything. It's loose in there. And then 12, I think 12 is just like a message change, like just like some change that's in there. This bag is jam packed, and there's a ton of stuff in there. So the box is plastic, so I don't know if it's a cigarette case, but it feels like the top flips up. It definitely feels like that. So let me see. CRV. So you guys got to see some CRV tonight.
Yeah, I liked it.
That's fun.
Oh, this is interesting. Bev posted, "Hi guys. Oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
How are you? Oh wait, I need my drink. How are you? Make sure I'm glassy eyed. What's going on, man? Everything's good. Hi. Drop the hammer. Nope. The transcript from our cam. There's a whole bunch of shadiness going on right there, man.
Yeah, I don't think that that's a normal conversation, and I can't confer with my professional here. But that's not, I don't think that's a normal conversation. Somebody had a hammer like this. I mean, that's an immediate urgent situation.
But he didn't when they opened the door.
Where was the hammer?
It was down in what's his name's hands. So David's hands are down here, and Paul has his hand on one of the wrists. That's why it was weird. So it's like he's got the hammer, the other one's holding his wrist. Like, don't use the hammer. But it wasn't like I'm fighting for control or I have it up in the air. It wasn't anything like that. So I don't know.
You know what Paul Pelosi needed? He needed some classes at Rex Kwon Do, because he could have broke the wrist and walked away. Break the wrist and walk away. You're not getting that reference. There's Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, another movie I have not seen.
Really? Love that movie.
Oh gosh. We're still stuck with my last movie watched was Stepfather. I did watch some Mayday today about the Cerritos Air crash, but that's kind of the dumb shit I watch. Okay, so let's see what else. If we have any more, I think we checked that out. Oh, this is a good question. Was David in the car with him? Which we haven't heard any more about. At least I haven't. If you heard the conclusion of that, was David in the car?
I just sloppy shuffle.
Oh, I don't even have your little video I made you for Sloppy Shovel. Everyone drink.
You know what? I made one too.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was going to share that with you, and I forgot to. So
one day we'll get it together, folks. One day when we're offered millions of dollars for our tarot talents.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is the only tarot happy hour on the web. And it's the most fun one, too.
Oh, I'd say it's most fun. I mean, where else can you get 80s song references, humor, impersonation,
Dynamite lines?
All right. David, were you in the car?
Wait, I'm sorry. I got to do something. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Once again.
Oh, Sneaky, you showed up so quick. There you go. Here, let's put your not that one. I'll remember one of these days what these icons mean. Okay. So is David in the car with Paul?
Yes. All right. So if somebody was in the car with him, and look at this lovely lady over here who corrected the situation. She fixed that up. She got that sorted out. Yeah, somebody had to eat crow and make that phone call, and had to call in all these forces to help out in the situation, because he was a big dumb idiot who thought he was just gonna tra la la along the way. And so there was a whole bunch of shadiness that happened there. There's just a whole bunch of people, but this nice lady helped. This nice lady helped out. She was really helpful.
That's nice. You don't want to see my ice cream? Would you like ice cream? I have plain ice cream.
Ugh, I don't want to see her eat anything. We got another sneaky snacker attacks.
Thanks, Bev.
Thanks, Bev.
I'm not sure if it's necessarily David in the car.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's David in the car. Somebody was in the car, though.
There's some subservient person to El Jefe Paul in the car.
Jefe?
I figured it would call Paul El Jefe, and these cards inspired that idea. But yeah, there was a lot of needing to clean up the situation. Clean up on aisle 9 at the winery. We need to make sure this is kept under cover. We've been making some, perhaps you didn't see that right no, that's not what you saw. No, because I have Queen of Cups over here as underlying. So I'm over here, Queen. Shut up. But here we have El Jefe with the lover's card out doing God knows, maybe they were line dancing at a winery. I don't know. But trying to clean this up. So I'm not going to say that's David with him. I don't know if David's going to clean up to go do whatever they do up in wine country, but I think there's some other friend with him on that journey.
Hey, Creator Nat just said something. And you know what? Creator Nat, it reminds me of that too. So much fun.
Yes, love it.
People come here for pop culture, tarot, crazy stuff.
The sneaky snacker is waking up Susan's dog.
Oh, sorry, Susan.
I'm sorry, but maybe it's good. Maybe it keeps them alert. It's training them.
So be aware when sneaky snackers come around you.
Yes. Danger, danger. If only they all had that sound effect in real life. All right.
Nancy Pants is not going to watch this. So do we want to do a reading on why Nancy Pants is not going to watch it? Has she already seen it?
Wait, Nancy Pants isn't going to watch?
Nancy Pants said she does not want to watch it.
My, all right. Yeah, I want to know why doesn't Nancy Pants want to watch it? She's probably like,
need to see it.
If I start letting him know I'm watching his videos, he'll want to watch my videos.
She's like Pee Wee Herman. I don't need to watch it, Dottie. I lived it. Oh. There's a lot of secrets behind this crate.
You don't say.
It's fun. Like you can see my other holder here. Let me get that out of the way. Look at that. I just like manhandled it out of the
way. Take that.
Dancing Pink Flamingo wants to see my tattoo. So I got a
3-leaf clover.
3-leaf clover, and then I have the 12 monkeys monkey.
Oh. You know, it's funny. I was on the Twitter today, and they had you know, about, you know, that guy. I don't even want to say the company's name, but you know, that guy who got exposed and was thinking he was on a date. He was trying to impress somebody with all his pharma knowledge, and he got busted. You know, that guy.
yes.
And then somebody brought it up in the threads about those monkeys that got loose in Pennsylvania.
I don't know about any monkeys that got loose in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there was the story that they got loose from that Center for Disease of the Control. And they perhaps had infected them with the bug or something. And they supposedly accounted for like the 100 monkeys or something. And so people were like, what happened to that story? I don't know.
Dude, we're like this close to Planet of the Apes. Bring it. Cornelius, where are you?
Yeah, we're getting close. I don't know if I want that. I'm not quite sure. I didn't finish the movie, so I don't remember how that one ended.
So Mind Over Matter said that's a barrel of monkeys monkey. Yes, but it's from the movie 12 Monkeys, but the 12 did not come out really good, and I was going to do the rest of it, but the 12 monkeys around my monkey, but I did not. So it took them for Excitable 67 said I remember it took them forever. When did this happen? Like, is this recent? Like, should I be on the lookout for monkeys?
I think it was near Scranton, so I don't know how close you are to Scranton. And I don't know if it was 1 or 2 years ago. I don't know.
I have no idea. We did have a coyote in the yard, though.
Was somebody looking for it?
No, well, that's what Greg said. Did you see any Acme trucks? Like, were there falling anvils? Did you hear meep meep? I was like, no, it's not funny. Meep. So yeah, I saw it out in the yard, and I thought it was a fox, and then it came all the way up by the house and like walked right past the lanai and was like, doo, 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 doo. And I was like, oh, look at you, Mr. Fox. And then he kind of like hopped away. And then I told Greg, and he was like, you sure? Like, we really don't have like gray foxes here. And I was like, I don't know. I thought it was a fox. It was kind of small. And then my neighbor has a trail cam. And he was like, is this what you saw? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, that's a coyote. I was like, oh. So, yeah, we got coyotes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Meet me.
So,
so Miss Pelosi, Ms. So there's a bunch of lying going on here. So she doesn't want to watch it because it's going to open this whole can of worms that she's going to have to lie some more. This is the active lie that she's saying, and this is the fundamental lie that she is going to have to build upon. And right now she's just kind of teeter-tottering between the lie and truth. So
that's gotta be hard when you're drunk.
What? Yeah, probably. And this is her very unhappy home. She's just playing the long game.
I'm gonna have to drink. All I'm gonna say why she's not watching it is how does that phrase go? Plausible deniability, or I don't know what you're talking about. You can't ask me. Don't get me involved.
I thought you were going to say you couldn't remember how to say cucumber in English.
¿Cómo se dice? Venga aquí. Oh, you reporters, venga aquí. Come down here. We are going to talk over here, not in front of my apartment. No, you cannot do that. I am Hilaria.
We're making fun of Hilaria. Her name is Hillary.
She's Hilaria.
Hilarious.
She's such a special type of person. Oh, she does, Marisol. She has her ice cream to keep her company. I wonder if she makes like gin floats. Do people do that? I don't know. Beer floats?
No, I make a hell of a bourbon milkshake.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
She doesn't strike me as a bourbon lady.
I don't know. She looks like anything goes. Excitable 67. The trail camera identified my alleged gray fox as an official coyote. So one of the terrible things is that we have a lot of feral cats outside, and I haven't seen them in a while, and neither has my neighbor. But we just saw one big gray male who I think is spending some time in the cat shelter that I have on my front porch.
You saw a gray male. Are you sure this is not an alien? A little gray alien? No?
Really?
There's a lot of UFOs popping up right now. I'm telling you, I had Battle Los Angeles on my bingo card. It's gonna pop up here soon.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Greg thinks it's coming too.
Oh, see, there's a lot of us thinking it's coming. All right, so let's not that phrase. I was gonna say let's get off Paul.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing about my coyote. So Excitable 67. Yes, it was the size of a small dog. And my parents, they had a red fox in their neighborhood. Like they live in a super fancy pants neighborhood. And they had a red fox in their neighborhood that looked like he was real skinny and lanky, but he looked like the size of a golden retriever. So everyone thought he was a dog. And I think people just kept feeding him. So I just was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, like it looked like a medium-sized dog. It was probably bigger than my dog. Or no, probably about the same size as my dog, but skinnier, maybe a little bit taller. But it was the prancing that I really thought was a fox. Like it was like very fox. I don't know. I'm an idiot. What do I know? I'm lucky I didn't go outside and like try and give it an apple. Here, kitty.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard random of a cat meow out front, and I was like, oh no, not another cat that's like sad and hungry. And so I put kibble out, and then later on the camera, it wasn't the cat that I thought I was feeding. It was the other cats in the hood who were like, thanks for the snack. I was like, that's sad.
Thanks, lady. Thanks, lady.
Thanks,
So
lady.
You know what I just found out about? Project X, where like kids like blast out that like they're having a party and it like travels like wildfire over the internet, and then like 50,000 people show up at your house. I did not know there was such a thing.
Well, I'll tell you, back in the day, there's this house around us that used to have parties all the time. I also believe it used to have people who dealt substances as well. But one day there was a shit ton of people that showed up and the cops got called. And it went on Twitter. Someone had posted about the party on Twitter, put the address, and then all these people just showed up, like for wherever, far and wide, clogging up the street. I was like, who does that? And they were charging a cover fee. So I don't know if your ex parties are charging a cover fee, but that's what happened to one house around here.
We had a people were renting like what do they call Airbnbs, and they would rent it for like an overnight, and they would have like a huge bash at it, like these houses out in the middle of nowhere. Like
this is why I don't want to have a rental property. People be doing all
kids are bananas. Like that's kind of a bananas thing. So okay. So do we want to go to Hilaria and Alec Baldwin?
Okay. Sí.
Okay. Do we have to do it in Espanol?
¿Cómo se dice? Cucumber. What are we? So Wistaria whispers. What's the truth with the shooting? Now, I did a reading on that a while ago. Did you do a reading on it too?
I did not. I think I did a little bit on a live, but I didn't do a production video.
Okay. So I'll see if what I get now confirms what I got back then. We'll do it that way. Let me put us back on our... Why don't you give me this option if it doesn't work? There's extra buttons down here in the studio, so I click it and nothing happens. And I'm like, why you give me this option if I can't use it? What's it for?
Oh, is it the whiteboard option you're trying to use?
I don't know. Let me see if I hover. Screen layout. Okay. And then that one. Spotlight layout. I don't know. What is that for? It doesn't work. So
it's like we should be roller skating in the middle of the roller rink with a spotlight on us.
I don't think I'm going to roller skate. I did that many, many years ago.
I don't recommend it. I fell on my ass at my niece's birthday party, like, I don't know, 4 years ago. And my ass hurt for 2 years. I actually fell twice and my ass hurt for 2 years.
That's your ass hurt for 2 years?
Yes, my tailbone. So, I don't want to be an absolute dick, but I'm gonna have to be.
Not an absolute dick, partial dick.
An absolute dick. So I don't think that he is really that culpable over the situation. I think this really was like a terrific accident. I did hear today, full disclosure, that the armorer who was a replacement armorer could not tell the difference between the dummy rounds and the live rounds. Now, it's my understanding that you're not supposed to be shooting any live rounds on the set of any movie that has dummy rounds, and they were, which is really dumb. And I don't think that was the second armorer's responsibility. I think that had been happening before she had taken the place. He was very upset about this. However, he was more upset because of the fallout that it was going to have in his life, because he was like, this isn't even my fault. Now it's going to screw my whole life up. Like, it's going to screw up my Q rating. Like, I know that sounds really cold and crass and terrible. I had no idea that this was going to happen. None of this was my fault. I didn't do it. There's a lot of responsibility pushing off here. This is once again another thing that's going to derail my life. Why is the universe after me? MA said arrogance. Hi, MA. I saw you pop up earlier. So hi.
Hola.
This is stopping all the good shit in his life. Like now people aren't going to want to do anything with me. They didn't like me because of the pig comment that I made with my daughter, even though we've made amends. And now nobody's going to want to come and hang out with me except for Harry and Meghan when they get an award.
Maybe.
So, and like here, he's like, this was not my fault. I was completely blameless in this situation, and it's just screwing up my whole life. So what do you have, my friend? I'm going to move it for you. So,
oh, gracias.
There you go. Let me help you out.
So there's still something going on here. In my opinion, what I'm seeing here, there is some finagling. There's something else that we don't know. I can say I would put him as a fall guy, but there's some other shit going on beneath the surface here. There's this, we do not want the truth to come out. There's we're trying to play this story like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's horrible what happened to her, and the other dude got injured. He didn't pass, but there's like, we're really concerned with focusing on that and not the reasons behind how this got to this stage. There's, the way I want to say it is that there's some type of vendetta going on here, whether this is to frame him or this affects something else he's tied to. It's like he's the fall guy, but he's like connected in a way for this. It's a power play over him, and I don't remember what I had in the video that's up on my channel from before about it, but there is something here about effing him over on purpose. They're telling the story like they're trying to make it seem like this is logical to people, but it's not logical to people because there's some other shady shit going on here. And it's like on purpose that he is the one left holding the bag, I guess.
The smoking gun.
Yeah, the smoking gun. You are correct. What is this? I can't. Oh,
so
it got
she
washed
just
out in
jumped
your
out
light.
again. This is my high priestess jumped out for the second time on this. So this is not knowing the whole story, not knowing that whole story. Really.
There's something else going on here and I think it's related to the Eyes Wide Shut group, and I think I've got that last time, and there's got to be something up. Why is that guy going back and working over there?
Yeah, I don't think he is an active player in this particular situation. I think
Who?
Alec. I don't think.
Okay.
I think he was handed something, and he was doing what he was going to do, and this is what happened. So the worst part is that he's just like, I didn't do anything, and this is going to screw up my life. Like, that's kind of the end of the sentence for him. you know?
Yeah, he's not. I don't know that he's ever been known for tact.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I think he's just like the one who's left with the smoking gun. But there's something else going on, and I wish I could remember that other reading. But you guys can go watch it. I don't. There's something else that's going on there.
I don't think he's having that conversation out loud though. Like it's so funny because Gregopedia and I were in the truck and we were going someplace and we were having a conversation about that island
Oh yes,
that all those people went to, and like maybe things happened there, and then the guy didn't hang around for very long.
yeah.
Yeah. So we were having a conversation about that. And like at the same time, Greg and I were like, we're having this conversation in the car and it doesn't leave the car because of what we're saying. It's pretty funny. We were like, this is not for public consumption. But yes, we were talking about
And yet here you are on YouTube telling us all.
but I'm not giving you the details of what we were saying. We have some theories about what was going on there. So I just there it is. So
Oh, well, look at what Francois said. Oh.
Yes, it was. It was. I saw that. I saw that. So maybe we should look at that. Like if that was like a favorite vacation spot for him.
Oh, I wonder I have the list, but I don't know. Does it say how many times they went? Somebody must have a list with how many times or counted it. I think I tried to read it and I couldn't read the pilot's handwriting. I was like reading a doctor's note.
The list was long.
Yeah.
The one I saw was typed out. It was an actual typed list.
Okay, so we want to see if Alec being as the patsy, is that the right term? I'm not sure. Is like, are we framing him for some revenge related to the island getaway?
Running with the devil.
I don't get that. I don't think it's related to the island. What do you got?
So I think, and this is what Greg and I were talking about. We think that there were some people that took that trip and it was just a trip. Like it wasn't like hedonism,
Yeah.
like, which like they always had those ads for it like on TV, and I never knew until like I was a full-blown adult that like hedonism was like a swingers crazy place to go for vacation. Like
Wait, who's advertising this hedonist place? What is this place called?
It's a resort, hedonism. And you would go there and like it was like yay, like swingers. It was like in the 80s and I guess into the 90s. Maybe it was the 70s too. I don't know. But
shit. I thought this was recent because I'm like, all I got was rehab at Promises. We're getting totally different ad sets here, girl.
So I think there were some people that went there and like maybe they were being warmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I could use the GROOMED word, but I think this was like, he went like as a warm-up thing. But I think it, I don't think he was invested in that lifestyle. Let's put it that way. He may have had investments with money. But I don't think he was invested in that lifestyle there. I think he went with partners and
thinking it's like Playboy Mansion.
I think like just going like, hey, it's a vacation. It's a free island. It's an island. I'm the king of my island.
Yeah. Like if I'm looking at it here, like what is he doing going there? There's like exploration, show me what's going on. He knows what's going on. He don't want to be caught up in that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's just
so if he's on the plane or he got to the island, whatever, he knew what was going on with the dude who wasn't hanging around anymore. And he didn't want to get caught up in that. So he didn't fully dive in, I'll say.
Ick.
Oh, look at this. Oh, think. Wisteria Whispers. I remember knowing a girl who went to hedonism. How have I never heard of this place?
So there was a an Anne Rice book that they made into a movie, and Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd played undercover cops that went to it.
Oh God, thank God! I thought you were going to say they're going to play the lovers.
They did. She like Rosie O'Donnell's in bondage gear. Yeah, it's totally worth seeing. It's totally worth seeing.
I don't know that I want to see.
Dan Aykroyd's hilarious in it. Yeah. And I can't remember, Dana Delaney, I think, is in it. I think she's in it. And she like part of like the KINK that her and the hot guy she hooked up with there who liked to get spanked. He got her a croissant and put butter and cinnamon on it. And I was like, oh, that looks really good. And like to this day, I still put butter and cinnamon on my croissants.
I was like just thinking about butter and cinnamon. I remember back in the day, didn't you like, was that like French bread or something you would make at home?
French toast?
French toast? Or, gosh, I'm gluten memories. They fail me. All right, so we've looked at.
Oh, wait a minute.
Interesting.
I need more on that. Can you email more on that? Celtic Rune, Fortune Cookies Tarot at gmail.com, please. Pretty please.
Yeah. And then forward that shit to me. I'm curious.
Yeah, I'll forward it to you. Absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do a private video together. You can put it on the manor.
Moonmoth Manor, yes.
We do a private one.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll end out the Baldwin chapter. Let's check in and see how is Alycia doing. How is she feeling?
I don't have a Spanish deck.
I do. Aquí. Venga, aquí. All right.
Ya, sí, aquí, no.
All right. I have, it's not my favorite deck, but I have
El Doro.
So I have it. It's not because like all of the minors are not illustrated, so it's not my favorite. I haven't checked it for nudie people, so. But let's see how Hilaria from, where'd you say she's from? Boston?
She's Hillary from Boston, but apparently she did a semester abroad.
In Spain. I have many friends, family in Spain.
I think her parents live there now. I'm going to do, while you do that, I'm going to do a spread on why she's faking this accent. Like, what is up with that?
Well, I think once she got caught, she started being normal for a little bit, and then she went back to it, apparently.
Look at Marisol.
Por favor, leave my keys alone.
All right, so, I'm going to stick with you. Let's see what's going on with her. I won't diverge from our question. By the way, what in that stack of tarot books that I got for Christmas?
Yeah.
One of the books has a chapter on dueling tarot with your friends. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to send you a picture of it.
I don't know that I shuffled this very well. It's like I've only got part of the deck popping up. I'm not going to take this one. Let me reshuffle some more because I'm feeling like I must have kept this stupid thing in order. So let me pop you up. I'll get the right button one of these days.
That one was upright and I flipped it around like a dummy.
Ow.
So I'm just gonna say it here. She's with him for the money. It's all about the money. So all of those chiclets that she's pumping out is for the money. Just saying. It's security, and she is a spender. She is a big time spender. So this is alarming to her. That there's not going to be the same kind of flow.
I will not be able to get the Rosetta Stone advanced course.
I need lifetime membership. How do you say lifetime?
How do you say
So she is putting up this front. All this is part of like a psychological gaslighting kind of play to prove to her love, mi amor, that I am so dedicated to you that I cannot live without you. And she absolutely is doing Sofia Vergara. That's her template that she's working with.
She don't have the looks to be Sophia.
Oh, she is Spanish. She wants to be Sofia Vergara. So who doesn't want to be Sofia Vergara? Like, oh my God. So this whole judgment of her and people like calling her out for this bullshit accent, I think she's going to fade into the background for a little bit and kind of let this play out, let it peter out, like the whole husband calling his kid a pig thing. But because she knows she has no way to earn money after this. And if he's broke, she's broke. And they'll take two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Oh, God. I swear I shuffled the bastards. So you guys saw me shuffle them. I don't know. I don't use this deck all that much. But there's mucho de Bitcoins here. We have Ace de Bitcoins. What her theme is, she's obsessed with Ace de Bitcoins. Her overriding concern is ocho de Bitcoins. Her unspoken fear is siete de Bitcoins. Her emotional undercurrent is seis de Bitcoins. Her major struggle is being diez de wands. And I see her El Hermit.
What is the El Hermit? Oh, that's the Hermit. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Hermit. He kind of looks like Danny Trejo a little bit to me. Well, except that this guy's kind of got a cone head. I see she wants to lay low. But it's like hard for her to lay low because she wants to be in the spotlight all the time. I guess kind of like how you said, she wants to be Sofia Vergara or whatever, but it doesn't look like that's going to be really happening. And I don't think she really wants to fight for it. I think she wants some type of nepotism to help her get that way. But I think she is definitely concerned that she wants the Bitcoins for sure. And she would also like the fame. However, she knows that her reputation or association, being married to her husband, could be a liability to her. So she'll hold on to him as long as she can, but she does want the mucho Bitcoins for the future.
So I pulled this up for Marisol. She does not like being a mother. It is not a fabulous job. She does like hanging on to the big stick, though. So I think she likes making them. Just saying.
Do you think Alec Baldwin has a big stick?
Hey, he has a stick. We know he has a stick. So, I don't think she enjoys having children at all. I think as long as there's a lot of help there, she is okay with pumping out another baby and having another tummy tuck. But I don't think that. How many do they have? Isn't it like 27 now? How many kids do they have?
52.
106 kids.
Yeah. All of them.
So yeah, it's I'm sorry, Marisol. It is not her favorite. She does not.
I do not like the children.
Yeah. They're okay. I don't. They're stinky and they are sweaty.
That's why I have a nanny for my niños and niñas. Mi nanny. Yeah, I don't think I need the. I'm done with El Tarot deck. Not my favorite.
Poor Tarot Destiny thought we were talking about the hag.
Oh no, I'm done talking about the hag.
Okay, she gives me a headache. Like I instantly got a headache. I think she has like a voodoo doll on me. She's like,
You're turning into her hungover energy. Yeah, Hilaria Baldwin.
Oh, I would love to have a hangover energy.
Hangover energy. I don't like that. So where are we going
So-
next?
That Elton John thing you were talking about was really intriguing to me.
Yes. Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw this one. I think I saw this today. Let me see. I think I screenshotted it. The headline at least. I thought I screenshotted this. Oh, okay. So it's a rumor. So this is a rumor that I got from the Twitters. So you guys can read with me here. Rumor has it Elton, which may be a hangover from his paranoid D-days, has a habit of bugging his jet. The allegation is the gruesome twosome trashed him and stated they were only friendly for the PR and air miles. What? You don't say. I can't imagine. They're such benevolent, wonderful people. So let's see. Did Elton catch him talking shady shit?
Schmack. What are you talking schmack?
I guess that's what they call it, gossip. Talking shit on my plane.
So I pulled one card. I got death in reverse.
Hmm.
So would you say that's a yes or a no?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, we're going to keep pulling, boys and girls. 5 of Cups, disappointment. Magician in reverse, using powers for not so good stuff to wreck somebody's day. Tower in reverse. And Temperance doesn't care about tipping the scales back into his favor. Page of Buttons is going to knock the coins right out of their pockets. Center of the deck. 7 of Cups. Taking away all of their choices, all of their fun stuff. Hey, Info Entertainment just showed up. And then under the surface, Knight of Matches, taking away their ability to earn later. So this looks like it's a death by 1,000 cuts, if that's what that death card is. So
Okay.
yeah. So I don't think there was a recording device on there. I think maybe they were overheard saying something. I think maybe they were having a drinky poo. They got a little lippy. And I think they were overheard saying just like something kind of flip. And I get the sense that it was more flip from like Harry, and she kind of jumped on it and was like, oh yeah, like let's talk smack.
Yeah. Okay. So I think loose lips gingers sink plane trips. And I don't think it is like a bug. I think the bug is somebody's ear who relayed it back to Elton. And I think there's also this idea. He's like, well, fine. If you want to talk shit about me, you don't need to be flying on my planes. Find another ride, bitches. So, yeah, I think that something got back to him about them being.
We're so proud of you. We're so proud of you. Oh, that was so condescending. I can't believe she said that.
Oh, gosh, that one had escaped my synapses and you brought it back into the forefront. Make it stop.
I'm sorry.
God, she's such a. Okay, so that was that story then. So I think it's not bugs, but they said something. What else did you have on your list? Oh, what am I doing here? Okay.
I'm just looking at some of the comments. I'm sorry, Gilded Girl. Like I was like, wait, what?
Oh.
I read it wrong when I saw it.
Yeah, I think I would have read that wrong too. Although I don't think I read wrong the ball gag ad they had for Harold out there.
Oh no, that was hilarious. That is a fancy adult company.
Oh,
that's actually their own shit that they put together, which is awesome. I think
there's some companies that have their marketing going on, and then there's some companies that don't have their marketing going on. So, yes. Oh, somebody wanted to know where the heck she is. Oh, Francois said, according to another reader, MM is hiding in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I don't even. Okay, so let me see here. I did at some point look at my notes. I had a client once that asked me, I don't know if this will work, asked me, where am I going to end up in the world? So I had to get a spread to do that. So I need a major arcana here for the continent. So let's see, where in the world is Ms. Markle?
So how are you doing this?
I have a little list here where it tells me for the major arcana what continent that would, or yeah, continent that would apply to. And then with the minor arcana, we'll get the location, apparently. So we'll see. Okay. If it says Antarctica, I'm going to laugh. Okay.
So wait, you have a major arcana there? Do you want me to pull a minor arcana out of this deck?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I don't even know that that's true. This would be South America.
Oh, maybe she's with Hilaria.
Oh, I wanted to go to España. Let's see. Then, okay, so for South America, we need either a wand, sword, pentacle. What do you have?
Oh, what? I was going to shuffle, and then.
Oh, okay.
Or do you know what? I'll just pull out until we get a. I'll pull from the center of the deck, and we'll see if we get something.
Yeah. I think this where in the world spread needs to be refined. It's not my favorite.
It's Carmen Sandiego spread. So I got tower. I got cups.
I'm sobbing. Cops. Cops.
Not cops.
Cups are Spanish native speaking countries in South America. Maybe she is with Hilaria. Wait, are they having summer or winter down there right now?
I think it's winter, isn't it?
We're having winter here.
No, we're having winter. We're not having winter in New Jersey. We're having like some weird, like non-spring. It's not winter. It's 42 degrees outside. It was like 50 today, but it feels cold when you go. It's very strange. It's very strange.
Well, I don't know. She could be hiding in Canada. She could be hiding in South America with Hilaria. Who knows? Yeah. Terra Destiny's like, she'll be exported.
So let's see. I read that she cannot go to any of the Commonwealth countries on the order of the Queen.
Queenie's dead, though.
But it probably is like an order that stands, you know?
Why wouldn't they let her go? Wait. I don't know all the Commonwealth countries. But, all right, let's see. Can she go to the Commonwealth countries? I've got earrings I've got to pick up in all the Commonwealth countries.
I got this reverse 7 of buttons, which is aimlessness on the card. 10 of matches. She doesn't know where to go. Emperor, she has no king. Ace of needles, she's out of ideas. She's just kind of bouncing from place to place. 3 of buttons, trying to get together with other people to figure out where she does belong, to find a new location. Then we have 7 of cups. She's out of choices again. And really unrealistic about where and when she can stay. I think she really, if they have a house in California, I think she really wants to stay in it. I think she really wants that house. But there's no way that she can afford it, and there's no way that she can get a payout enough to afford it. So I think I'm definitely getting that she's on like a vacation. She is like at a spa, but like recovering. She's like recovering from something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, probably the ABUSE that she's going to claim.
Oh, expose. Yeah. I'm asking, is she allowed in any Commonwealth countries? No, she's not. It looks like it's hard to get. it would be hard for her to get in there. Like she'd have to be like an ultimate Karen and like, can I speak to your manager? Like whoever the president of the country is kind of thing. Can I speak to your manager? Let me in the country. So it looks like it would be a pain in the ass. It's no go. No go. So she's kind of like on a do not enter list. And like, I think it's just a mess with her. I think eventually they would let her in, but I just want to mess with her. Like it's like a evil TSA. I guess that's what we'll call it.
I want to speak to the manager of the Bahamas.
Yeah. Who is the manager of the Bahamas? I need to speak to him right now. I'm wearing my Panama hat. What's the other number?
Yeah, it's not a Panama hat. There's some other stupid name for it. Something like that. Like
I think the body language guy was saying something like Cayuna hat or
yeah. And like so stupid. Like really.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone's asking if she's got the kids with them.
Okay. Is she with the Niño and Niña? I left them at Hilaria's house. I left them with Hilaria.
Hilaria would not notice.
Oh, more bambinos, more bitcoins for me. Why would anyone question it? Of course she's with her children. She's a mother. She loves them. Why would you ask these questions? How dare you?
Greta? Greta's babysitting?
Oh, no, not Greta.
You have stolen our innocence.
How dare you?
Oh, poor Karen's like, don't pick on us, Karens. Sorry, Karen.
Sorry, Karen. I didn't mean you, Karen. You know, the ubiquitous. I want to speak to the manager person.
I got the unknown, which is a specific card to this deck. This is the Madame Clara 5-cent tarot. You turned me onto this deck, Alycia.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you got this. You had it, and I was like, I love that deck. And then I got the Oracle too, and I'm like, I love this deck too.
Oh, I don't have the Oracle.
Oh, it's cute. It's got an elephant on it. It's got elephants on it. So, so the unknown is after the world card. So this is like kind of where it's in that nether world between when we die and we meet up with our spirit guides and we start to plan out the next lifetime. So this is like kind of that floaty, spacey space. She's really untethered and untethered without anyone. I'm not getting the sense that she's with anyone. Then 9 of Needles comes in, and the note on this card is, I want to bring it in. If everybody can see that, letting go. Letting go. And then we get that Tower card. You just focus. Tower card, which we all know is an event that's coming from without. It's going to shake some shit up. And the Knight of Buttons, attainment. So I think that they're going to throw this offer here. Oh, I never realized that was a turtle stack. They're going to throw some money at her, but I don't think that she's going to agree with it. I think she is going to pitch, I need to have my family together. My family needs to be whole and complete. My children need their mother.
Wait, I'm so confused. So you're saying she's untethered because we're asking where are the kids, but now I got confused. Why is money involved?
I think they're separate. I don't think she's with them. And I think this is the opportunity that certain individuals are going to take to make her an offer that she can't refuse.
Oh.
They're going to try and use this as a situation. I think that she's resting someplace. Let's pull one card. Is she resting someplace? Ace of Needles. She's concocting a new plan. She is resting, possibly having surgery. That Knight of Cups, she's loving it. Possibly having surgery, possibly doing a little bit of reconstruction, a little nip and tuck, maybe straightening out a few things. So, she's definitely, and I'm seeing mountains. So if she's in South America, that makes sense with plastic surgery and also mountains.
Oh, I didn't even think about. Oh my God, can you imagine if she got a BBL? She wouldn't have to wear those drawers that have the pads in them anymore.
The Hubba Hubba Hiney from Laverne and Shirley. So yeah, maybe that's what's going on. I totally want to refine that where in the world thing.
Yeah, I do too. I was thinking about it today on my walk. That I have some ideas for it. Oh, so yeah, is she with the kids? I don't think so. I think she's with Hombre. Mm. She's so sad they're left behind. Oh well, they're fine. She's incognito. She's like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen is not in San Diego, but she's somewhere with her hombre, and she's planning her revenge tour. Her revenge, how you have done me wrong, you ginger. She's planning that. But yeah, there's no niñas, niños. Nobody's here with her. So
where's the poor dog?
God, those poor dogs. Why was that dog's legs broken? I forgot about that.
That's crazy. Well, the PR story was that he was in the care of a dog sitter and he ran away and they found him in a ditch with both front legs broken.
That sounds like a bullshit.
That sounds
Thank you, Bev. He's unhealthy. King Sausage Fingers is unhealthy. Overweight, high blood pressure, swollen hands, feet, stress. They say William is furious, and he blames the Harkles. No official diagnosis has been released. What say the cards?
I'm going back to my stick people.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I wish I had... No, that's all right. I wish I had a different deck, but I'm not sure that it doesn't have some nakedy people and get me in trouble.
I know. This is like really annoying.
It totally is.
Hey, are we feeding to Twitter too? Are you sending this over to Twitter as well?
No. Is that something I can do now?
We can do that on StreamYard. Yeah, we can.
Oh,
we can stream to Twitter.
I'll have to do it. I didn't know. I'm kind of not tech savvy. I'll need a tech guru.
Really? Because like when we got on here, you had that cool frame on and everything. Like
graphics, like nobody's business. I used to make like websites, graphics, branding for other people all the time. No problem. Tech shit kind of it confuses me sometimes. All right, King Sausage Fingers. And don't give me no shit because I call him Sausage Fingers. Him, Will, Kate are all part of the Eyes Wide Shut crew. I ain't got no respect for those people. So
hey, Camilla loves those sausage fingers. Ew, ew. Did I say
Remind
that?
me of my feminine protection products. Remember when we had that conversation, love?
There's something wrong with me.
All right, let's see what's up with you. I mean, the fact that Will and Kate were like wishing like good things over to the New Zealand wench. Come on now. You're going to have to stay in your house. You can't go outside until you decide to take the you-know-what. Fuck that.
Wait,
Don't
is that
support
New
those
Zealand?
people. Yeah, the Jacinda woman. I think that's New Zealand. Oh, this one goes down here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, here you go. Yeah. Oh, not me. I'm not done yet.
Not me.
Not me.
I think that the courtiers, this is a courtiers thing. I think the courtiers are like courtiers. I think they're urging him to reconsider because of his health. That's really this would be shocking. This is not something that they're doing lightly.
Oh, I got it too. Oh, we need to hide your dog's ears.
Before we do it, every time we got to say hide your dog's ears.
Yeah, hide your dog's ears.
So, yeah, this is them concerned that information's going to get out, and they're letting the balloon leak. They're letting it leak. They're trying to work together to kind of figure out a better path, a stronger path for the monarchy. The storyline that they're telling right now is the PR against is very, very strong. We need to come back with our strongest player. So it's like almost like we're at halftime and we're in the, you know, the locker room and we're getting the what is it, Vince Lombardi speech. I know nothing about sports, but our
Don't ask
football
me.
field, yeah, our football field was named after Vince Lombardi, so I know like a few things about him. But you know, they're trying to figure out if this is a shorter path. Here we have, there's a lot of anxiety on the part of King C the 3, and there's this like, maybe this is a better way to go. There's the stigma of his uncle, his great uncle. He does not want that stigma. He
The one
doesn't.
on the boat?
No, the one that abdicated.
Oh, him,
Yeah,
Edward. Okay.
David or whatever the hell his name was.
David Edward. Yeah.
David Edward. Actually, this is my cousin's name. I shouldn't say that. But he does not want that stigma. He doesn't want anyone to think that he, you know, gave up for his lady love or for whomever. I didn't know my ringer was on. So ringer's off. So he does, yeah. Like I think that's his heel digging. I think he's telling the courtiers, I'm not doing that because I'm not going to give up this position like my great uncle did. It was, you know, in his opinion, it will weaken the monarchy, though he wants to take the time to build up the strength of the monarchy again so that he can hand it off to his son, Prince William specifically, and have a really, really strong foundation. He's not going to be able to really take care of this the way that he needs to. There's a lot of work that's being thrown over to William already, and it's almost like he's like, just let me figurehead for a little while.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I have. So we have a new visitor, Blue Shadow
Drawer
19.
Hola. Welcome.
Welcome. So we're reading about Prince Charles, I did it again, King Charles, and whether or not he will step down for someone else. So Blue Shadow Drawer 19. We are doing pop culture. So if you have a pop culture question, you can ask away. Go ahead. So what do you have, Miss Alycia?
Okay, so what do I have here? This is coming. I got a lot of the same cards that you got. There's a overriding concern here. He's not going to be able to finish even like a substantial chunk of service time in this position. It's just this idea that he's just going to kick the bucket right away. That's the only way I'm going to say it. There's just like they want to leak this idea. They want to leak this information about his health because there's grave concerns. He's not, like, if we saw his health reports, his doctor, whatever, then we'd be like, I don't even know how you're like walking. And there's this idea that they feel like by leaking this information that they could nudge him into a certain direction. This is like, it's almost like we want to put him into the hospice. There's that type of idea. Like, we're trying to help you. And they're doing it secretly because we got the sneaky snacker twice in mine. Because we want the monarchy to be on a solid foundation. And I'm kind of wondering here if the Rottweiler is not also a part of this, where she's along with them, because he won't listen to her. Like, he won't hear anything of not going through with being the king. But she's kind of like, there's a lot of things wrong with you under the hood that we need to take care of. And he wants to, there's kind of like this big ass ego part of it. Like, he wants to be the main dude in charge. But there's definitely this idea we're sharing this story out in a way to perhaps pressure or give people talking about his health, questioning his health, maybe like, you know, how the president has a doctor and the doctor will say like, oh, you know, well, probably not with corn pop, but the last one will say, oh, he's in good health and whatever. There's an idea we maybe want to see if we can get, I don't know who does that over there, check out his health and see if he's fit to serve. And I'll pay my sneaky snacker tax while you share yours.
So I asked if Camilla is working behind the scenes to kind of urge him to do something else. So Gilded Girl, sneaky snacker is shady business, somebody who's doing some shady business, or somebody who's kind of backstabbing you, doing kind of crazy stuff. It could be, you know, chitter chatter behind the scenes too. So is Camilla trying to manipulate him out of the position? I don't think that she's trying to manipulate him or make him make a decision. But she's like, we're kind of done with this. Like, you know, you've already done all the service through your whole life. You can just kind of kick back at this point. Yes, Gilded Girl, it's a 7 of Swords. Sorry about that. You know, we can kind of kick back and we can still do service and not have all this pressure. You can still do your champion, you know, champion the environment. And
wait. Is Knight of Wands a picture from Paul Pelosi's body cam? That looks like something we saw in the body cam picture. No? Okay. Go on, sorry.
They were playing pony. Everybody's hugging. So she's like, we can do your pet projects and not be locked into everything, and we can work together, and you know, you'll still be Charles whatever, still royalty, still get all the benefits. You can still stay in the bedroom. You still stay in the big bedroom. And you know, if we keep going this way, we're not going to have much of a future. And you know, there's some resistance that we've got here, you know, that things are not necessarily going in the direction that we want them to for optimal success.
Yeah.
So I think, excuse me, she is gently urging him to prioritize himself over the crown. The reality, oh, yay, Beverly. The reality is that I think he is prioritizing himself in the crown. I think that's what we've got.
He don't want to listen to the others. So Blue Shadow Drawer 19, if you have a question about current events, pop culture, you can put it in the chat, and you don't have to wait.
I advised Blue Shadow that I do live personal reads on Wednesday. So
yeah, if you want a personal question, check out Anna's channel on Wednesday. She's Fortune Cookies Tarot on YouTube. If you want to do personal questions over there, she can help you with that, or you can also book a reading with either of us.
That's what I was going to say. You could also get an extended dance remix.
Yeah,
you're gonna make things go right.
Oh my gosh, I told you that story, didn't I?
No,
song?
No, but every time I hear the Jennifer Lopez song, I think of you now.
Which one?
Da, 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 da.
Oh. So that's the other one you were singing. That was the one, like, I don't know if you guys had it, but we had the Warehouse here as our music store. One of the music stores we used to have back in the day when we had music stores. And they had a thing that you could come into the store. If you didn't know the name of the song, you could come and sing it, and somebody in the store would know what song you were singing, and they would be able to find it. I sang that in front of I don't know how many Magoo Warehouse employees, and no one knew what the hell I was singing. I gave up. I was so embarrassed.
So I want you to know there was not a hammer attack in my house, but my dog is growling at me. I'm calling for backup.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was like, I didn't see a drink in your hand. Or you wearing your drawers? I don't know what you're maybe
Hammer
wearing.
time. No, my dog constantly needs to go out because she has us trained. She gets a treat when she comes in. So if she gets snacky, she wants to go outside and get a treat. So she's a weight problem.
I could feel that. Francois is asking, I think we did talk about this as well, to look into that. Good old Randy Andy wants to make a comeback. I guess he thinks that G-Max's interview is really going to help him, maybe. It was interesting. So I did watch G-Max's jail interview.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but she took her hair down.
She's so luxurious. They have horrible tofu or whatever it was. But then I watched the thing after where it said the lady who interviewed her is like either kind of friends with Andrew or is in the same circles as Andrew. Apparently over there in the UK, people kind of like know everybody. And maybe it's because it's an island. I don't know. But
it's actually very small. Like when you think about it, like it's very small. It's, I think, smaller than New England. So the reality, that was something that was like really hard for me to wrap my head around with my ex. My ex is from Scotland. He's from a little town called Peterhead, Scotland, which is the most northeasternly portion of Scotland. It's called the Blue Tune because they had blue tuners there. I don't know, but his family's really cool. I like them very much. He's an ex though, but like he would tell me like they would go down to London for like the weekend. And I was like, well, like, really? Like, that's kind of far, isn't it? And he's like, no, it's like going from like here to Vermont, New Jersey to Vermont.
Oh, I was going to say, where is here?
Yeah. In this space. But like, it's not like, we're what, 3,000 miles, 3,500 miles away? Like we're on the opposite sides of the country. Like their country is not that big. You could literally drive across it in a day.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. So then I guess everybody must know everybody sort of in those circles. So I concur, Tarot Destiny. I was watching or listening, I don't know, maybe I read it. It was something about him saying I'm going to exonerate myself. And it's like, I don't know that you are, dude, because like, are you wanting to like, this is like, I don't know, everybody in that family is like super dumb or something. Like you didn't know what you're doing when you pay out a settlement. Now you want to get it reversed. Like you're 60 something years old. Either you're like the dumbest fuck on the planet or you're just like Looney Tunes. I don't know. Something's wrong with him.
So the skinny is that, and this was in the reading that I did this week. The skinny is that they paid that settlement to not spoil the Platinum Jubilee with all the drama.
But mommy had to help him pay, right?
I think his brother paid it so that the platinum, I think it came from the duchy.
So we have no one who thinks long term. They're like looking at mom here, who was, I think, already kicking it with pill bugs, but they look at her like she's no spring chicken, bro. Let her have her, like, we're going to make our money off the Jubilee. It's not even the real grandma. Like, this is all dumb. Okay. Bev said Charles paid it. Okay, so wasn't any of Mama's money. I agree with you, Wistaria. Hey, Prince Andrew is another dimwit ginger. He's hanging out with the guy who didn't want to hang around. Yeah.
So we're calling him now?
Yeah, the guy that didn't want to hang around. I like your idea there. It makes it so we can refer to him without doing initials. So let's see. What is Andrew going to get a do-over?
So just to give you a little peek in the kitchen. So apparently what he's going to do is try and restore his name. And apparently they're going to prove that photo was fake. And I saw a couple of people breaking the photo down, and maybe it is. There's no shadow. There's no sweat. No sweat marks.
I mean, that would be like something to read on like another day about like checking into like what's up with Virginia, because she dropped the thing against Dirty Dershowitz, right? And there's nothing about that guy screams upstanding citizen to me.
You don't think he's sexy? You don't think that man is sexy?
Oh, just tremendous. Oh God, if I had to pick between Paul Pelosi and Alan Dershowitz, pooh, God, I don't know if I could make a choice. I might just turn like to somebody else like Nancy. I don't know.
You
I
might
mean,
turn
God,
into stone, honestly.
yeah, after I retch myself to death. I don't know that this like that he's getting that judgment reversed. I think he thinks he is. But I think he might be able to maybe turn members within his own family not to be so cold-hearted towards him. I don't think it really helps. Like, it doesn't look like it's a big turnaround. I think he's asking for rainbows and unicorn farts and all sorts of shit. I'm not seeing like this is a big welcome back, Andrew. I'm not seeing that. What do you got?
So this is just what I got with the one that I did during the week, is that he doesn't want the money back. He wants to restore his position. He wants to be able to go to the parties again. He wants to be able to walk in the room and just tell everyone how wonderful the stuffed animals are. And like he wants to be able to be a prince again. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know what else to be. But it doesn't look like he's going to be successful. It looks like he's going to have to be kept under wraps. No big parties for him. He can't go to the big parties.
No, I think he can be like, he can go to Christmas with Charles and Camilla and maybe the kids, like the private party, or the one they go do at their Satan house, Balmoral. They can go do that together, but he can't go to church with them. Can't do that either. But he can attend private parties with them. Like, nobody's going to invite him. They're not going to want to party with him. He can't even sweat. My God, he could overheat. No.
He may explode. Speaking of sweating, like I was using the crystal deodorant for like the last another TMI moment for this tarot reader. I was using the crystal deodorant.
We're just going to continue to be like, are you trying to lose viewers again?
Yeah. So I totally like, it's been killing me. Like it hurts when you put it on. I'm like, I can't deal with it anymore. So I bought like regular deodorant, and like the last 3 days I like totally forgot to put it on. Like every time I showered, I'm like, I'm just like blowing off my deodorant now. Like I'm just not wearing it. I'm going to be a hippie for the summer.
I tried the non-aluminum deodorant or whatever. Oh, because right. And then it makes it so you sweat. I don't like sweaty pits, I found out. Just saying. I don't like them. So
no,
I'll poison myself with regular deodorant. That's one thing I cannot change.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I mean, like the crystal deodorant is like a really good idea, and it lasts for like a year. It's like this big, and it like lasts for a year, but it hurts your armpits. It's painful.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. I cut out the fluoride out of my toothpaste, but I am not going without my antiperspirant. Just saying.
So this is not brought to you by any. We have no affiliate links for any of these products.
Unfortunately. I mean, although I don't know, some of those commercials, they get a little TMI for me, like more TMI than we're doing. Just saying. Let's see, what did we have other things? We're coming up on our 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. M has. Is he jealous of Charles's rise in power? I wonder if he's always been, maybe he wasn't jealous of Charles until now. Now Charles will be in charge.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights.
Yeah, why does he say and our nights? Now it's turning it into a whole dirty thing now for me.
And it was creepy because apparently he did hit on Nicole Eggert.
Oh, if you see him on Twitter, he's going to give you a ration of shit for saying that.
Why? I didn't say it out loud. No, well, I did say it out loud. But that's what she says. I'm just repeating what Nicole Eggert said.
Yeah, well, you should go and watch him on the Twitter. He fights that tooth and nail. He's not going to, not having it. Just saying, because somehow he's popped up in my feed. For a while there, I was stuck getting stupid Rob Reiner's tweets and Stephen King's tweets in my feed, which I did not want. And then I started getting Scott Baio tweets. I don't know what Mr. Twitter Elon's doing over there, but...
Would you say Stephen King was haunting you on Twitter?
I didn't say anything. Oh, bye, Bev.
Oh, Beverly.
Sending healing vibes over to y'all.
Poor kitty.
I know. Oh. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily jealous of Charles over there as much as he misses his
Mommy.
having his own place, his own position, his own whatever power he had. He's pissed that he's on the sidelines, that he can't do what he was supposed to be doing, which he liked apparently doing before immensely, and he's just pissed he can't do it anymore. That's what I'm getting. So I don't think he's jealous of.
I think he misses the position that his mother gave him because she made him feel very, very important. And even if he did not deserve the things that she gave him, like the events that she gave him and the opportunities that she gave him, they made him feel very important and good and made him an integral part of the family. Now he just feels like a big wet willy.
Ew.
Yeah, sorry. And he
My willy don't sweat. I lost that in the Falklands.
nobody wants, at least it wasn't burned or frostbite.
Elizabeth Arden, Harry.
God, that's so gross. But he misses working together with the rest of the family, not with the, the dirty people like us, but the rest of the family. He misses working with them. And then he's sick of just kind of laying around. Like he's really bored just laying around. Everyone likes my nails.
Yeah, they're fabulous.
They're periwinkle.
Oh my.
I know, it's very different for me. Like I usually go with something kind of chill and blendy. So
I miss going around with my medals and my outfits and put my nose up in the air like I don't care, because I don't care. So yeah, Mr. Andy.
I think he misses the outfits. I think he misses the uniforms and the outfits.
I would. I was just gonna say, it'd be like hilarious. All those like fake well, not fake, but the business meetings that Fergie set up for him to come into a hotel room wearing clink, 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 all his medals and shit. And oh, yes, I'm going to help you get that business deal. Yes.
Clank, clank, clank,
clank, clank, clank. I assume he's got clanky medals or something. I don't know. Yeah, he's got a lot to be thankful for. He's got a shit ton of teddy bears that somebody puts in order for him. He's got another grandkid on the way. Him and Fergie seem to get along. He even got Fergie over to Memphis at Fergie, so he got a few days alone. It's all good. He's all good. Are you buzzy?
I am.
Yeah, I'm buzzy too. I'm buzz.
I'm like,
yeah. Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, so yeah. So Alycia, how is your schedule for readings? I know you were open for readings recently.
I'm still open. I caught up to the last batch. So I got those out. The current oh God. lead time, I guess we'll call it, is I think 5 to 7 days on my website. So we're still within that. So I am open for readings. And you?
I am wide open for readings. We're going into third class of the Tarot 101 course.
Did you say the third?
The third, yes. We're heading into the wands. But made it through Major Arcana. And hopefully once I finish this class, I'll start another section of 101 and 10 or 202 or whatever, 201, whatever it is. I don't know. We'll have the second section of like we have beginner, intermediate, and then expert.
Oh.
Or as Hilary would say, experte.
Yes, I like wands. They are more wands. They are more Alex Wand. Yuck, I don't want that visual in my head anymore. Make it stop. God.
So Marisol is complimenting your life purpose reading.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, Oh, excuse me. I have a little hiccupy burpy thing. Oh, and I noticed there was one of my readings, you guys, some of these readings coming up and you hear like it's not a disembodied voice. It's actually my stomach grumbling because I record in the morning and I haven't had breakfast and it's like, and I'm like hoping that the mic doesn't pick it up, but it usually does. So there's no like wounded animals here and no dismembered voices. It's just my belly saying, I'm hungry.
You have to say it's the spirits coming through, like those Victorian psychics that had the ectoplasm, which
I
like
don't
Greg
know
is
how they
dying
did
to
that.
make. Greg wants to make ectoplasm for us.
That you have to spit out of your mouth?
I guess. I don't know.
You make him try it
Cotton?
first.
It's like cotton and castor oil.
No thanks. I don't want that in my mouth. Well, there's a lot of things I don't want in my mouth. Just saying. Yeah, so you have your class going on, Moonmoth Manor. There is the Madonna story that you guys were talking about earlier. That's coming up this week in the Moonmoth Manor.
I'm
And
dying to see that one. That's on my absolutely non-negotiable list.
yeah, that really that was a long read too. I think that's a 45-minute read. So you're getting extra value in the Moonmoth Manor. And there's a whole bunch of other readings I did, and a couple of them I can't put them up on Tube of the U. So that's where they go.
The Moonmoth Manor is an incredible value. For those of you that are not subscribed to it, go do it. It's really an awesome place to go see a bunch of really, really cool videos. So, and one day I will set mine up and steal Alicia's idea and have my super secret political readings on there because I don't read any political stuff on the Tube of the U.
Yeah, it's a dangerous place, but yeah. So come. Oh, Em hasn't caught a live on the Moonmoth Manor yet. We had the January recordings up. I don't have a date yet for February's live readings yet, but we'll get to it. I got to look through my calendar, all that good jazz. Tarot Destiny loves the manor. Thank you. Love having you guys in there, and thank you for supporting me. Totally appreciate it. Oh, Sally loves the manor too. Everybody loves the manor.
How could you not love the manor?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody who doesn't love it. It's okay. They don't get us. All right, you guys. Well, everyone have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Stay away from any type of hammers and ottomans in the parking lot. And teddy bears, stay away from those because Prince Andrew could have done unmentionable things with them. Any other things, cautions you have, Anna?
No, I'm going to get hammered after I pick up a banned child. But I do want to give a shout out to a new channel that I found, Tittle Tattle Tarot. Very, very cute channel. Tittle Tattle Tarot. And I did a link to her to one of her videos on my community page. Very, very cute channel. She's pretty brand new and she's a new reader, but she's pretty awesome. So really liked her, and she's under 1,000 subs. So go on over there and give her a little pump. Tell her Anna and Alycia sent you.
Maybe not a pump, but give her a like and subscribe. I'm just saying, I've had too many visuals of pumping tonight and not what I want.
I'm just trying to pay it back for Trevor Colt getting me to where I needed to be and you getting me to where I needed to be. So,
yeah, so pay it forward. And yes, protection to everyone. Stay safe, stay vigilant, watch out for all the crazy shit going on. And we will see you guys next week. We'll be on Anna's channel, so make sure you go subscribe. And when she gets it set up, make sure you hit a reminder so you don't forget to show up over there. And we will see you guys next time. Adios.